We are recording, so welcome back to another episode of Your Relationship Sucks! Exclamation point. Very excited about this one today. Genuinely interested in what's coming. Again, this is all raw. This is all live. You're just getting, this is stream of conscious. Whatever comes to my head, that's what's coming out. Live reactions, unlike anywhere else on the internet. Literally anywhere else on the internet. This shit is live. We don't edit. We don't do anything, mostly because we're lazy, but that doesn't matter. You're getting exactly what we got. So the audience doesn't know what's coming. I don't know what's coming, but you do know what's coming because you got us a good one here.
Yes.
So hit me with it. Let's get initial impressions. What do you got? What's going on today?
I was dumped by my boyfriend of 2 years over text days before Christmas.
My initial impression is this isn't even a thing. Like, not that this didn't happen. I'm saying this. I am so nonplussed by this fucking question. Like, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, it sounds like this chick's gonna start fucking, crying a river. You know, she's gonna JT this shit, and I have zero sympathy for her. That's my thing. Like, I'm telling you.
Why? How do you not have any sympathy? What kind of sociopath are you?
We'll get into it. I mean, we'll get into it. I'm just telling you. My initial impression is I think she's. Look, here's the thing. Okay, anytime somebody asks you some questions or anytime somebody does anything, they're speaking to you. Okay, what you want to figure out is, what does this person want me to believe? Okay, now I'm not saying that this didn't happen. I'm saying what it sounds like she's trying to convey up front, right? This is why we do initial impressions, so that so that I can understand what kind of bill of goods am I being sold, right? And it sounds to me like what she's trying to convey is some really sad shit happened to me, so I want people to feel bad for me and tell me that I should feel sad or whatever. Like, I need some validation on this. But I'm not real, but it's like, oh, it's a little over the top, honestly. Not as over top as that we did a Wedding Wednesday one with that one girl who was like, she was nuts. You know what I mean? She was like my fucking devil of a mother-in-law who eats babies and shit. And I was like, what? Like, I just, one of those would have been fine. But she's
that
like,
was
everything.
every word was charged that she was saying.
Right. So she was saying, but it's a little too charged for me. I think this isn't a thing, but hit me. Just let's get into it, and I'll explain myself a little bit better once I hear some more information.
I think you're gonna have to for me, yeah.
Okay.
I, a 24-year-old female, was just dumped by my boyfriend, a 27-year-old male. We have lived together for the past 2 years. He dumped me over text, and now I'm blocked on everything.
Whoa! Hold the phone. Hold the phone before we go any farther. She said this was her boyfriend of 2 years, and they've been living together for 2 years?
No, it's just her boyfriend, and they've been living
No, at the very
beginning.
At the very beginning. Read the very beginning.
Oh yeah, dumped my boyfriend of 2 years. So like they lived together for 2 years.
All right. Okay. All right. Keep going. I wanted to make sure that I heard that correctly. I wanted to be very clear about what. All right. Go ahead.
He was
I'm sorry.
to spend...
Hold on. Just say the whole thing over, because now I forgot what happened. I just wanted to make sure that I heard that particular part. So, like, I need you to start over, because I totally forgot what just happened. Other than the fact that this chick she basically literally, like, day one, hey, what's up? Let's get a lease. You know what I mean? Like, that's basically what happened. So, like, I need just start over, because I lost it. I don't even remember that.
We have lived together for the past 2 years. He dumped me over text, and now I am blocked on everything. He was supposed to spend Christmas Eve with my family, and I would go to his for the day of. The last response I got from him was that his family no longer expects me. I haven't told mine that he isn't coming anymore, and I don't even know how I would word it. I hardly want to process this, let alone answer questions from my family. Please help advise me. I'm beyond devastated. I don't even know what to do or how to react. I feel myself slipping into depression. I'm about to look into some perhaps free therapy or call services because I'm generally crushed and worried about my own safety. Someone please tell me how to address this.
That took a dark turn. Holy shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I was still laughing about the other stuff. That shit took a dark turn. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Whoa. That was unexpected. Wow, this girl is running the fucking gamut of emotions right now. All right, keep going. Sorry. Whoa.
Someone please tell me how to address this with my family in the most diplomatic way. Please give me helpful advice to saying that I will be okay.
All right. Look, first of all, I respect this girl for saying, don't give me some bullshit. I need step-by-step directions, which again is one of the reasons you come here, right? You get my raw reaction. And we give step-by-step directions, right? Assuming that we have enough information, right? Some people, they don't give us enough information. We got enough information here, so I'm okay with that. But I respect this girl who being like, hey, you know what, internet, go fuck yourself. Stop being fucking, saving the girl or whatever, just telling me, oh, you're beautiful and everything's gonna be all right. No, fuck that. Like, tell me what I need to do. So I respect her for doing that. She understands how the internet works. I respect that. Okay. Number one, definitely call the number, the free number. Let's get that out of the way first. Like, if you're like, oh, I'm going to harm myself, yeah, talk to somebody. You know what I mean? So I'm going to sidestep that, okay? We're going to sidestep that here because that changes the complexion of this, right? So assuming that that's not a real thing, right? And I'm not saying it's not. I'm saying if we assume that it's not a real thing, then it's going to be much more fun and much more enjoyable to answer this fucking question. Because otherwise, like, the answer is go get help. You know what I mean? Like, talk to somebody who's not fucking you, So yeah. Go do that. Like, that's fine. Whatever. Okay. Now, let's assume that part didn't happen.
Aware. She seems like the kind of person who's doing what she needs to do. She's not like wallowing in self-pity.
She seems like she's being a little dramatic with that. But if it's real, you are right. She is not wallowing. She is saying this is something that possibly is happening, and so if it's to that point, she needs to go talk.
Yeah, she's like looked into the steps that she might need, so she's taking care of that. What she wants help with is talking to her family, because it just sounds like she doesn't want to have to deal with like now being single for Christmas for another year randomly 2 days before when she
100%.
doesn't even want to like talk about it at all.
100%. Well, we saw that movie. We saw it was the holiday, so maybe she can get a holiday. She gets one of those.
Oh yeah, we did see that movie.
So and hopefully
not a great movie. I don't recommend seeing it. Watch the trailer. You got it. You're done.
Yeah, you can check. You actually check out a review on that. We actually have that. That's up on Plotting. But that was I didn't even think. Like I totally forgot about that shit. I just remembered that we had that. Like you said, she didn't want to be single for the holidays. And I was like, oh shit, we saw a movie that was like that, right?
We
anyways,
did.
Like forget that. That's fine. So here's the thing. Stop moving in with people so fast. Just stop fucking moving in with people so fast. This shit ain't rocket science. Just don't fucking move in with people that fast. It's not that hard. I'm sorry. Yeah, it sucks he broke up with you. Because you fucking moved in with him. He probably spent the last 2 years trying to figure out how the fuck he got in that situation and how the fuck he was going to get out of it. I guarantee that's what happened, okay? Just stop doing that, people. Like, before you go and live with somebody, at least understand who they are as a person, right? So maybe she fucked up. Maybe she typed the wrong number. I don't know. But if people are making a big deal about the fact that they've been together for 2 years and they lived together for 2 years, there is something wrong with the world because that is a huge red flag on both sides. Like anybody who gets tricked into that or anybody who's like, hey, that's a good idea. Either way, like that's not somebody who's ready to move in with somebody, okay? So stop doing that shit.
Yeah.
Just number one, just cut that shit out, okay? The reason that I said I don't think this is going to be a big deal is because she was trying to sell me a bill of goods, right? She has a story that she wants to sell, right? And so I need to know. So I have to be objective and I have to be skeptical to really judge what she says in order to understand if I agree that she deserves sympathy or if I'm just doing the thing where it's like that's the easy way out, right? Because that's not what we do here. Again, this shit is live and we don't edit specifically because I am too lazy to edit. And so this is all risky. Like this is just what comes out of my mouth. So there is no, like, I don't know what's happening. This is what comes out. And so it's risky to do this. But the reason I like doing it is because it gives me a chance to really genuinely look at somebody else and say, do I agree with that person? And so she was saying like, oh, well, he broke up with me over text. right? And so automatically people would be like, well, you deserve more than that. Again, here's the thing. She's fucking 24, he's 27, right? Now, I'm not that much older, but I am a little bit older than that. But even most of my life has been lived on over text, right? And so I got to think anybody younger than me has lived their whole life on text. So it's not a big deal to me that you get broken up with. I don't care how long you've been together. Like, that's a normal part of your communication, right? Now, if you were like 60 and you broke up with somebody on text, I'd be like, well, that's weird. I'm not even sure that the person knows how to open their text, right? So that might be a problem. But if you're just like a normal person, like, I'm not that worried about her doing this, like getting broken up with over text. And this dude's like, I'm out, like blocked everywhere. That's normal. That's what you do. Like, you don't want to see your ex, you know? So like, that's totally normal. So that's why I thought like, okay, she's not, you know, she's blowing this out of proportion because like, who gives a shit? You know, because this is normal. This is what people do. They break up with people on text. I've been broken up with on text. Like you get broken up with on text and people block you on social media. Like, that's totally fine.
Did you get broken up with over text over someone you'd been with for 2 years?
No. Actually, I was told when I got broken up with over text, I was told that they needed somebody who believed in what they believed in more at that time in their life. Like, they needed somebody whose thoughts and morals and things like that, like more aligned closer to what theirs were. Actually, it was a very respectful text. I'll be honest with you. Like, it was very, you know.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's like really nice, but I'm just trying to like not
no, I mean,
religion-wise, just like.
No, like 100%. They were like, you're a piece of shit. I don't want to be with a piece of shit. Like, that's what it was more eloquent. They said it much nicer than that. I wasn't even mad. I was like, all right, I respect that. Like, you know, good for you. That's basically what they said. They were like, you're kind of a piece of shit, and I don't really want to be with somebody who's a piece of shit right now. And I was like, all right, that's fair. Like, but thank you for telling me that, right? Like, so she told me, and I was like, all right, you know, that's cool. So here's the thing. If you're going to break up with somebody on text, you should give a reason, honestly. Like, and don't do the whole fucking it's me or it's not you or whatever. I don't know, whatever that shit is. Nobody has ever, like, I'm too brash for people to like say any of that shit to me. You know, they usually have to, you know, they're usually like super pumped about telling me why they don't want to be with me. You know what I mean? So it's not like I've never really got that. Like, I've never really got like, you know, oh no, it's not you or whatever. You know, I get a lot of like, yeah, you're too much. Like, you're too intense. You know, you're kind of a fucking psychopath, like that sort of shit. Like, so I've heard that plenty, but honestly, I appreciate that. Like, I appreciate somebody telling me like, I don't want to be with you because you're a piece of shit, as opposed to like, I'm working on myself. You know, it's like, no, you should work on yourself. Like, that's what they're telling me, right? So I appreciate that. So if you're going to break up with somebody on text, you should give a reason. I don't remember whether or not she said it in there. Did this guy give her a reason? I don't think.
No, he didn't seem to give a reason. No, I mean, I looked
he
through
may
the
have,
comments
but we don't know.
I couldn't find it. I was trying to kind of dig through the comments.
Yeah.
One of the comments of someone which wasn't the original poster said something about how he gave her chlamydia and then tried to bring with her almost like last Christmas too. So, but like, I couldn't see where that information was gathered. So I don't know if that is like valid, but it seems like the poster put that somewhere and someone else read it and they're just like, dude, you just dodged a bullet. Let it go. Like, get your stuff and get the fuck out. And I was just like, yeah.
Holy shit. Oh my God. So you're telling me, wow. And that happened last Christmas. So he fucked somebody else.
This is like the second, I don't know if the chlamydia and the Christmas happened like together, but at one point he gave her chlamydia.
Well, he tried
to break up with her last Christmas too.
Oh shit. Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you.
And the feedback is that they're from the same small hometown, but they live out of state together now.
Okay. Well, this would have been good information to know. I kind of honestly, I'm kind of doing like a 180 on this guy though. Like, I'm kind of, this kid is, look, it sounds like a guy who learns from his mistakes. Like, he tried to break, he was unsuccessful in his last attempt. He was very successful in this attempt. Like, I gotta respect that, you know? Like, I have to respect that. Like, I don't know what that means. Like, I tried to break up with somebody. I literally don't know what that means. Like, you just say, I don't want to be with you, and then you just stop being with them. Like, that's how it works. Like, you just stop hanging out with them, and then you're broken up. Like, it's pretty fucking basic. So I don't even know what that means. Like, I tried to break up with her. Like, I get that they were living together because they've been living together for, like, literally since the 7th minute that they've known each other. But, like, he just leaves. You know, like, it's been 2 years and they've lived together for 2 years. I got to assume that the lease was up. And he, like, probably oh, you know what happened? So he fucked up. He didn't go in there and he didn't tell him, like, hey, we want to break this lease early enough. So that's why he fucked up. But this time, I bet he broke that fucking lease, right? But this is the thing. Like, just from his perspective, right? And I'm sure there's people who watch this or whatever, and they're like, you're always taking the guy's side or whatever. I'm not even against the girl. I'm just saying, like, I think we should acknowledge the fact that this dude literally learned from his mistake. He was unsuccessful in breaking up with her, and this time, he was so successful that she has no fucking clue what she's gonna do. Like, that's a lot of growth in 1 year. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude fucks. This guy gets it. Like, he did that shit in 1 year. You know, that's way more growth than most people will ever experience in a single year, in any part in their life, right? But
Yeah.
Here's the thing. This girl is worried about what she's going to tell her family. You can say whatever you want, all these things, like, no matter what I say, it's how she feels about her family, right? I would tell her, I would tell them to go fuck themselves if they have a problem with it. He's not coming. I don't want to talk about it right now. I'll talk about it with you in the future. That's what I would say, okay? It kind of sounds like she's thinking, my family's going to judge me and I'm not really prepared to confront that. So my first piece of step-by-step advice would be, you should confront them and you should tell them straight up, I don't want to answer any questions right now. Here's the situation. He broke up with me. Doesn't seem like we're going to be together. I'm still trying to figure it out. So when I know more information, you will know more information. Don't talk to me about this right now. There's other things going on in our lives that we can discuss during Christmas, okay? But if she's not ready to do that, okay? If she's not ready to do that, then you gotta lie. You gotta lie. You have to. You gotta go home and say he got sick. That's what you have to say. You gotta say he got sick. 100%. Like, you can't. You can't. You can't do it because here's the thing. She's not gonna be ready for it. She's not gonna be able to have that conversation, right?
Yeah.
I think she should be honest about it. But if she's not ready to be honest about it, then you gotta fucking lie. You gotta say he got sick. That's what you gotta say. You gotta say it's the flu, whatever. I don't know, but he's with his parents, you know, all that shit, like whatever, because he got sick with them, right? He got sick with them on the night before or whatever, and so he can't make it, and that's how it's gonna be. And you just gotta lie. I don't know. I don't see any other way out of it. I literally don't. I don't think there's another way out of it for her unless she wants to be honest. But even if she's honest, I think really the honesty should be like, I don't know what's happening and I will tell you more. Not, hey, we broke up. Because they obviously broke up, but it seems like they haven't had a real conversation about what happened. And I think she's going to want that conversation, right? I don't necessarily know that she needs that conversation, but she's probably going to want that conversation. And so that's something she's going to have to figure out, I think, before she's ready to have this conversation with her family, right? So I think she just has to lie, honestly. I think she's just got to fucking lie.
I don't think I've ever heard you suggest that someone lie.
No, but I think this girl who seems a little mentally fragile, I think she's got to do it. I don't think there's another option for her. I think she's
I don't disagree with what you're coming in with, but I'm just like a little surprised. It's just not what I'm used to hearing out of your mouth.
No, I'm very much an advocate for the truth.
This is also what I would say is probably your most empathetic episode. Also not something I'm used to hearing.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm a lover of people. I think everybody knows that. It's pretty obvious, you know. I have a deep love for the human condition. You know, I love love. I'm a very empathetic person. You know, I'm very much always seeing, you know, let's make sure that everybody's feelings are being taken care of. You know, that's very much something that is a mantra of mine. I'm a very big believer in that. But no, again, this is a girl who, you know, assuming that she actually isn't wanting to kill herself, and that's just a little bit of hyperbole. This is the thing where it's like, she doesn't have another option. Those are the only two options.
Yeah.
Because I don't think she's prepared. If she's going to have a conversation with them and she feels prepared enough, I think that's what she should do. But if she's not, she can't. Well, I mean, what's she just going to sit there and be like, oh, I don't know, that's weird. Thought he was right behind me. I mean, like what is she going to say? Like, there's literally nothing else to say. So I would say, if you're trying to get this figured out, I think she's just got to be like, hey, you know what? I don't know the answer to like what's happening, but I guess I'll see you guys later. Because I don't like, there's no, again, she is not prepared. She's not going to be ready for this. She's not going to be ready.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think? Do you think she should lie? What do you think? What do you think she should do?
I think that she should lie, because even if she comes in really strong with the advice, like, look, we broke up, not ready to talk about it, just happened. I don't think that her family members will be able to resist not saying something. And maybe it sounds like she's going to get some we told you so's, which might be valid and might be true.
Might be.
No one wants.
That's 100% valid. You fucking moved in like the same day you met. What the fuck is wrong with you? That's 100% valid. I'm with Nana on that one.
Is that's
like Nana should have fucking slapped this chick in the face 2 years ago. She should have told Nana about the chlamydia shit, so Nana could have knocked some sense into her last fucking Christmas, told her, don't fucking get back with that guy. That's what should have happened. But she's over here, she's like, oh, no, Nana,
so this is like
great.
all Nana's fault, right?
No, it's her fault because she didn't tell Nana. She didn't give Nana the option. You know, she wasn't like, hey, Nana, it fucking burns when I pee, and I got it from the dude I'm living with. Like, she didn't say that shit, so Nana's like, oh, you two look so great or whatever. She probably doesn't even like the guy, but she's like, oh, you look great together. You know, that shit because she's being a good grandmother. You know what I mean? So, it's her fault, 100%. It's definitely her fault. That's a fact. That is an objective fact. I totally forgot. I literally, when you just said that, I totally forgot that she had got the chlamydia until you said that shit, and then she got the chlamydia. That shit, I mean, she brought this on herself, honestly. Like, you straight up, like, this dude gave you chlamydia. I don't know. Now, I'm sure there's like a way that you could get it. Like, you know, he's using a lot of public restrooms or some shit. I'm not really sure how that works. Like, I'm not an expert on chlamydia, but I gotta think there was something else going on. Like Occam's razor tells me that he fucked somebody else, didn't use a condom, or, you know, something happened with somebody else that he got, and then you were like, oh, it's cool. We'll just sign. Well, let's fucking extend this shit for 12 months. You know, let's go down to the leasing office right now. The fuck is wrong with you? You know, what are you doing? This guy already did that shit. So you should be glad that he broke up with you. You should get the fuck out of there. But as far as dealing with it, but that wasn't her question. The question, what should I do with my family? And I'm telling you right now, what you should do is go in there and just tell them, I don't know enough information. I'll let you know. Let's talk about something else because there's other things going on. But if you're not ready for that, just say he got sick. That's what you got to tell him. Hey, he got sick. He's throwing up. He's not ready for me. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, you know? Oh boy, man, that was a good one. I like that one. That one made me laugh. I like that one. I think we did it. I don't know. What do you think? You think we did it?
I think we did it too.
I think we did it. Man, that really was good. I haven't laughed that hard in a while. That many times in a row. Like that. I mean, I laughed quite a bit on that one. That was excellent for me. All right, so if you have questions that you want to get answered, especially if you got questions like that that's going to make me laugh, please email us. What's the email?
The email is info.yourrelationshipsucks@gmail.com.
All right, so you can hit us up there. Definitely check out the podcast, rate, review, subscribe, all that stuff. It helps us out. Thank you very much. Keep unsubscribing and resubscribing if you can, like you think about it, because that shit actually helps too. Go to YouTube and you know, please subscribe on that. You know, like the videos or whatever. When you go at night, just turn us on, right? Turn us on. Just play us in the background, or just turn the volume all the way down. We don't even need to. We don't even care if you watch. Just like do it because it helps us out. Helps us out with the metrics and stuff. If you want a T-shirt, you want a Karma Cancer T-shirt, you want an I Got Dennis T-shirt, you can go listen to those episodes if you know what we're talking about. But email us at the same email, and you know we'll get the purchase details out there to you. Otherwise. We do appreciate everybody listening, watching, all that stuff. We'll be back next time with another episode, probably tomorrow. I don't know what day this is publishing, but Monday through Friday, that's what we're here for. All the raw, live, uncut, everything. The most dangerous show, the most culturally dangerous show on the internet. That's what's happening here. So we will see everybody next time. and hopefully we'll be laughing like she is right now.